When it all seems lost, once again, Manchester United have found a way to put their name back into the mud, back in a worse situation, and back to more losing ways. And this one is more embarrassing than the last. And to be honest, this is just going to be a venting video. I'm going to vent everything I need to say. What's up, everybody? It's the Aidan Sports Show. Welcome back to another video. Manchester United lose to Istanbul 2-1 in the Champions League in a game where this was arguably supposed to be the easiest game that we have, and statistically wise, and the way the actually game went, it should have been very easy for us, yet we managed. We managed to lose this game, and we managed to actually make ourselves even more of an embarrassment than what we already were on the Sunday game against Arsenal. We have just become 2 times, 3 times, 4 times more of an embarrassment in this game. Look, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm going to just get things off my chest that I need to say. So the first thing I want to aim my targets towards is the Glazers. Joe Glazer, the Glazers, Ed Woodward, the board, Matt Judge, the whole lot of them. I bet none of them watched that game today, because I bet they're all like, nah, who needs to watch the Champions League? Who needs to watch this game? It's a guaranteed win. Let's go, and let's go on another vacation somewhere. I bet you that's what they were doing, because at the end of the day, if they watched that game, how could they feel happy about how they backed this team, how they backed this manager, how they tried to support this team, how this long-term vision turned out? How can they sit there and be happy with that performance? How can they sit there and be happy with themselves for so-called backing this manager? The fact is, this loss is much more to do with the board than it is with Ollie. And Ollie is definitely on the ropes now. But this performance is so much more than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's so much more than the shit players that played today. It is so much more than just the manager and the players. The board has screwed this up for us so badly that these players have gone into this game left down in the dumps, left wondering what the hell just happened with our transfer window, and left wondering why we weren't backed when we finished 3rd. Those players are wondering that. That manager is wondering that. And the board need to take the fucking... to take some pride in themselves and actually go and fix the mistakes they've done. In this January transfer window, in this summer transfer window, if Manchester United refuse to get backed again, after already not getting backed in the 2nd year, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, not backing Jose in his 3rd year, this board has become ridiculously redundant. And I've had enough of it. Yeah, we all are Glazers out. We all are the board out. We all are. But the fact is, no one is going to make that change. So let's go to the other people that are at fault for this loss. Hello, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. How are you today? Did you watch that performance? Did you see all the people talking about how embarrassing your performance was on Twitter, on social media? How embarrassing that you made Manchester United today? Why did you change from the diamond? Why did you change from the diamond? What was wrong with the diamond for you to go and change back to a 4-2-3-1? Why is your team selection so dreadful? Why did you play Juan Mata on the right wing when we know the same thing over and over and over again? If you were going to play Juan Mata today, you do it in that freaking diamond. You do not go to a 4-2-3-1 and play him on the right wing. Who's in their right mind thought that that was going to work? He was at fault for one of the goals today. Who thought this was going to work? I'm lost for words. We literally... Where was Fred today either? Fred is one of our most informed, most elite midfielders at the moment. Where was he? Why didn't he even come on? Fair enough. You brought Scott McTominay into the game at halftime. You took Axel Tuanzebe off. And of course, going back to the board, we needed a centre-back. We needed a CDM. We needed another striker, to be fair, and we got that, even though I don't know what Cavani's going to offer us in this season. We needed all these players. We needed a right winger. Something that Juan Mata should have played. We're playing Nemanja Matic in the centre-back position for a full half and expecting us to come back in this game, expecting us to win this game, expecting us to even not concede again. Look, the fact that Nemanja Matic is playing a left-sided centre-back for Manchester United speaks volumes to how shit this board has been, and also to the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tactics, because Victor Lindelof was there to be played. If you didn't want to play Tuanzebe in the 2nd half, and to be fair, Axel Tuanzebe did not look that good today. You put Victor Lindelof on. Why did you put Nemanja Matic on? And you put Scott McTominay in there that did little to nothing in this game. That won the ball a couple of times but couldn't pass it. Could try to go for a Hail Mary pass towards the end of the game and ultimately did nothing in the game. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has screwed himself up royally because now more people are going to say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to leave. He doesn't know what he's doing. And how could we sit here and say, well, he clearly does know what he's doing. Look at this game. He clearly knew what he was doing because he didn't know what he was doing, man. Why did you go away from the diamond? I understand. You wanted to play Van de Beek? Play Van de Beek in the diamond. You wanted to play Juan Mata? Drop Bruno. Play Mata in the diamond. The system of the diamond worked for Manchester United. And yet somehow we're going and referring back to a 4-2-3-1. I bet you next game, we're going to see a completely different lineup and we're going to see a completely different result, which will end up still being in a loss. Manchester United have no idea what their best starting 11 is. Manchester United have no idea who their best players is. And Manchester United are ultimately suffering because this experimental period after not getting backed, we're trying to find something that works. And we found that with Leipzig, and either it doesn't work anymore or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just refuses to go back to it. I don't know, but he is definitely at fault for this performance as well. The players. These players were embarrassing today. That first half was shocking, and the second half was turnover city. So many freaking turnovers that I couldn't believe it. Harry Maguire, so many turnovers. Paul Pogba, so many turnovers. Matic, so many turnovers. McTominay, so many turnovers. Bruno, so many turnovers. Martial, so many turnovers. Don't ever get me started on Rashford either. Literally the entire team, except for one player, and I'm going to give my man of the match later on, but this player deserves so much freaking more respect than he gets. But everybody else has literally disrespected the badge today with those turnovers and disrespected the Manchester United that we at least thought could beat this team, and unfortunately we didn't. And I was surprised when we lost this game, but surprised. Why would I be surprised? Why do I feel surprised when I know that this performance can come out of nowhere? This performance can come out from every single player, from every single team at this point. Manchester United, this team is a disgrace. This team is a disgrace. Anyway, I'm lost for words. I'm trying to vent out everything. I'm sure there's something I've missed. But again, I'm going to the player ratings. And these player ratings, if you're expecting average performances, not many people are going to get that from me. I'm sorry, because this was just a woeful, shocking, unbelievably bad Manchester United team. And we deserve this loss. I don't care how many. Don't give me the Manchester United had a good second half. Because, yeah, we dominated possession, but we did shit. We did jack shit in that second half. If anybody comes at me and saying that Manchester United had a good second half, you're chatting shit. You're lying to me. You're lying to my face, because I don't believe you and I never will believe you. Just because we had the possession, just because they couldn't get out of their half, does not mean we had a good half of football. There we go. Player ratings. Dean Henderson gets a 6, nothing to do. I can't believe the fact that he had to deal with some of the shit he had to deal with in the defense today. Oh my God. I couldn't believe. I could not believe. I felt so sorry for him, especially for that first goal. I felt so sorry for him. And then the second goal as well. Literally could not do anything in those two scenarios, because the poor centre-backs in front of him once again made the goalkeeper look stupid. And in the end, it backfired. He gets a 6 out of 10. He had an average performance because he didn't have anything to do. But those two mistakes is what made Dean Henderson look stupid. And I bet you people are probably calling for David De Gea again. And yeah, maybe David De Gea should have played in this game. I don't know. To be honest, I don't care. But the fact is, Dean Henderson did not have a bad performance. And if anybody comes at me and says otherwise, I won't believe you. And I think you're lying. And I know you're lying because I watched the game. I saw the game. I know what Dean Henderson did and what he didn't do. He did not have a bad game. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, probably an average performance at best for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'm giving him a 6. I know a lot of people give him a 5. I don't care. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was average. Offensively, the crosses led to nothing. At least he was in the positions to cross. Defensively, only a few times he got skinned, but most of the time he was sound. The centre-backs is where Manchester United's problem lied. Axel Tuanzebe. We all wanted Axel Tuanzebe to play, and this by no stretch of the means that it's the end of Axel Tuanzebe after this performance. But what it does mean is that maybe Axel Tuanzebe needs to keep on playing to get his form back, but maybe Manchester United needed to get a freaking centre-back in the transfer window like every single goddamn person that knows this team was crying out for. But here we are again, complaining about yet another centre-back, complaining about yet another performance from our defenders, and wondering why we're struggling. We're struggling because the board didn't get us a centre-back. We're struggling because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is changing every single player from this team every single game. We're struggling because Manchester United don't know their best starting 11. We all thought Axel Tuanzebe should have played today. So that can't just be on Ole. That has to be on everybody. But Axel Tuanzebe did not show up. I'm giving Axel Tuanzebe a 4 out of 10. And I think that's a generous 4. Because at the end of the day, that yellow card was ridiculous. I personally don't think it was a yellow card, but the foul was ridiculous. He was partly at fault for the first goal. And to be honest, he looked shaky from the very start. So how am I meant to sit here and say Axel Tuanzebe had a good game? Anyway, we move on. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire gets... I don't know. In the second half, Harry Maguire had a decent half, to be fair, because he played on the right side. And I think he's a better right-sided centre-back than he's a left-sided centre-back. But... oh my, I mean, Harry Maguire's, the second goal was so bad. And it's not, to be fair, it's not Harry Maguire's fault. There was no one backing behind him. He had to go for the ball. He got dummied and he looked stupid. But I don't think that's Harry Maguire's fault. But I don't know. People say I don't know football. Maybe I don't know football. I'm giving Harry Maguire a 5. I don't think he was worse than Axel Tuanzebe today. And to be honest, I don't know anything that Harry Maguire did. He did not really highlight the game. He wasn't a standout player. The dummy was shocking, and that's the only reason I'm giving him a 5 instead of a 6. If that goal didn't go in, and we ended up drawing the game, he probably would have got a 6, but he's getting a 5 because at the end of the day, he was partly at fault for the second goal. And can I just say, before I go further into the player ratings, what the hell was that first goal? How does Manchester United set up tactically in a corner situation to have not one person behind the ball, not one person in our goalkeeper half, not one person was able to stop a counter-attack from a corner? That is FIFA tactics. That is not something that should ever take place in a team with Manchester United players in it. And usually it's Aidan Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. Well, I don't know who's at fault for the first goal. If it's both of them, if it's one of them, I don't care. But that is a shocking goal to concede. That is FIFA at its best. You're playing FIFA 21 if you expect that goal to ever go in real life. And that's what these players were doing, man. I can't believe that first goal. That pissed me off more than anything. I cannot believe the basic tactics that you need to have to make sure that goal never even has the opportunity for a counter-attack. Yet here we are, man. Absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe that defense. That defense needs to look at themselves and really look hard. Harry Maguire doesn't look at social media. I bet you need to look at social media. You need to look at what these fans are saying about you. Don't say, I don't want to hear anybody. I don't want to hear Harry Maguire. I don't want to hear Anthony Martial. I don't care if you were Luke Shaw today. I don't care if you were Wan-Bissaka. I don't care if you're Harry Maguire. I don't care if you're anybody. I don't want one person to come out here and apologize for their performance because I don't believe that you know exactly what you did wrong. You don't look at social media. You don't look at how bad we're hurting. If anybody says we know that you're hurting, I know that you're lying because you don't look at social media. Your captain said so. So how am I supposed to believe you? These players don't care. I really don't think they care. Anyway, enough about that. Luke Shaw gets a 7 out of 10 in my man of the match. That assist, people say that Luke Shaw can't get an assist. Well, that was a good freaking assist that he got. Defensively was good, except for the first goal. Oh my God. I don't know if that's Luke Shaw's fault or not, but that is a shocking goal to concede. But everywhere else, Luke Shaw was fantastic today. And again, your left back is the man of the match. That should not be happening with Manchester United. This game was supposed to be a game we attacked them full front. And here we are with a loss. And Luke Shaw is our man of the match. Luke Shaw is our man of the match. I like Luke Shaw, but he should not be the man of the match, man. Why is our left back the man of the match? I don't know. Oh, I'm going to cry soon. Anyway, let's keep on going. I'm struggling to even remember who played in this game because all of them were shit. Nemanja Matic was bad today. I don't care what anybody says. Nemanja Matic was bad today. Again, I feel sorry for him because he was the only one that was running back, in that one-on-one situation for the first goal, and I know that's not his fault, but Everywhere else, turnover city for Nemanja Matic today. He struggled. He had to play centre-back for the second half. With Nemanja Matic, I feel extremely sorry for him because he played in an unnatural position, and he played because the incompetence of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get his team right in the first place. Nemanja Matic had to sacrifice his position in the CDM position. He had to sacrifice it. And look, I'm going to give Nemanja Matic a 5, and it could be a 6. To be honest, I don't know, but I don't think he had a good game at all. And that's just, it's unfortunate. He sacrificed himself for the incompetence of this team, and it didn't work out, and we still ended up losing the game. So, yeah, I feel sorry for Nemanja Matic, but that's just the way that I feel about it, and that's the way that I'm going to judge it. Donny van de Beek. Now, honestly, I thought Donny van de Beek in the first half was one of the only players to step up to the occasion, to actually play. He tackled, he passed well, he was energetic. He was playing in that Fred role, and I don't think he did a bad job at all. But in the second half, I didn't see much of him. He seemed to fade away in the distance, and he got subbed off very early. So I can't give Donny van de Beek a 7. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10, and that could be generous as well. Again, not many people should be getting 6 out of 10s on this team. Not many people at all. But here we are. Donny van de Beek, in my opinion, got a 6 out of 10. And I thought he was one of the only players that could hold their head high after what was a very damning performance for Manchester United. He was one of the only players that I saw out there that was running, that was giving effort, that was actually talented on the ball, that actually used the ball well. The ball efficiency was good. I would love to see Donny van de Beek keep on playing. I don't think he was the issue today at all. Honestly, I think the people in front of him were the issues. And some of the players that you think that should be doing so well for Manchester United ended up being the reason we lost today. And again, Donny van de Beek was not the reason why. Let's go to Bruno Fernandes. The cam, our number 10, our Portuguese Magnifico, had a terrible game. Terrible game. Absolutely shocking game. Again, so many flicks, so many behind the back, so many of these unnecessary passes. Sometimes it's just safe to keep the ball and try to make a pass. That's just a normal pass. Too much of this amazing passes trying to get something to go through, and not enough of the basic stuff with Bruno Fernandes today. And this is a common criticism with him, that he tries all these fantastic, amazing things, but he doesn't have the basics put down. He doesn't. And again, Bruno had the most turnovers today, I believe, in the team. More turnovers than I can count. It's tough to defend against the back 5, which was mostly what Istanbul had today. They parked the bus once they got that 2-1 result. They parked the bus with their life, and I feel sorry for Bruno Fernandes. But that is not the way to make Manchester United good again. You gave away so much of the ball. I don't believe that's an acceptable performance from Bruno Fernandes. So I'm giving him a 4. He could have been one of the worst players on the pitch today. He may as well could have been, but I don't know. There was just so many terrible performances, and I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry for the fans today that had to watch that and think, what am I looking at? I mean, I woke up at 5 in the morning to watch this game. It's now 7 in the morning, and I regret watching it. I regret watching it. Look, this is what Manchester United do to me, man. This is the most mood swing team you'll ever watch in your life. Juan Mata was definitely a fault for the second goal. Turned the ball over in a ridiculous area. To be fair, that was Bruno's pass that led to that turnover. So again, Bruno is part of that fault for that goal, but Juan Mata couldn't keep possession and got the ball turned over. We all knew Juan Mata shouldn't be playing on the right wing today. Name me one person that said Juan Mata should have played on the right wing today. If Juan Mata was going to play, he should have played in that 10 position, and Bruno should have not played. That's what you should have done. If you wanted to rest Bruno, you play Mata or Donny van de Beek in that area, and you leave the rest for it to be. You went back to a formation that we already knew the issues of, and you played Juan Mata in a position where we already knew his issues, and the issues came back to bite us in the ass. So Juan Mata, whether it was by his fault or not, was the worst player on the pitch today. Was the worst player on the pitch today. I'm giving him a 3. I'm giving him a 3. I think he was that bad. Unfortunately, that is up to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault for putting Juan Mata in that situation in the right wing where we know that he cannot track back. He is not a right winger, yet we put him there because we decided to go back to a 4-2-3-1. That is all on Ole. why Matt's 3 out of 10 is all on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and we all know it. So going into the left wing, Marcus Rashford, poor. Marcus Rashford was poor. He was. Again, turnovers after turnovers. Marcus Rashford, he didn't really attack the defense of Istanbul at all. I don't remember him ever having a shot. And he turned the ball over a lot. He was very stagnant. Again, we should have played a diamond. He should have been up front with Martial, not playing the left wings. And I don't know. Look, Marcus Rashford ultimately might not be a number 9. He might be a left winger, but this was not his best game. So I can't really give a reason why. But I'm giving Marcus Rashford a 4. He was not good. He was not good. No one on this team really had a standout. But I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that we lost this game. And Anthony Martial, beautiful goal. Besides that, turnovers, not much to do. His hold-up play was actually pretty decent, to be fair. But again, he was part of the reasons for all those turnovers, running into defenders like it was nobody's business. He was doubled up on a lot, and he still tried to make something happen, but something happening was very unlikely because he just ran into them. So he reminded me of Dan James a lot in that game, and that's shocking to say. But honestly, Martial gets a 6 because he scored the goal. He scored the only goal that Manchester United got today. And it was finally from a cross from Luke Shaw, by the way, who apparently cannot cross, cannot get an assist. Well, he got one today, and Martial was in the right position, and he headed it home, and it was a good header, and it was a good goal. And that was it. That's all I could say. But everywhere else, Martial was poor. So 6 out of 10 for Martial. I hope we see him in the Premier League, because at least we can guarantee that he's going to be one of the players that can actually do something in the attacking end. So, look, that's the team. My man of the match is Luke Shaw. To be honest, this team, I said coming into this that we could probably get away with a loss in this game. And I didn't expect us to lose this game, but we lost it. And we have to verse them again. We need to win next game. We need to beat them next game, because Leipzig and PSG, if we can get a draw, then we've qualified. We're still in a comfortable position, but that does not change how poor we played. This does not change when the pressure was on us to make sure we could qualify within this game and next game. Now we have to wait to verse the tougher sides of Leipzig and PSG, and we might as well go beat them both again. Manchester United, you just don't know what you're gonna see. So at the end of the day, look, this performance is bad, but my eyes is focused on Everton. If you're telling me if I'm Ollie out, no, I'm not Ollie out. But if we lose to Everton, there might just be a change in my mind, because that Everton game is too important to lose. So this loss, it was shit. It was terrible. I'm pissed. I'm sad. And I blame everybody for it. I blame the board. I blame the players. And I blame Ollie. But next game against Everton, we need to beat them. We need to win that game. We need to go up in the Premier League. And if we cannot do that, if we cannot beat Everton, if we cannot go up in the Premier League, if we still continue to be the bottom filter, being in the relegation battle, 15th in the league, if we do not beat Everton, then in my opinion, things need to change. Because I don't care what manager you are. I don't care how often you get backed or not. I don't care who you are. You do not finish a second international break 15th or lower in the league and be acceptable. So Everton is where my eyes are at. We need to beat Everton, and if we don't beat Everton, then I want change at this club. And it's not just Pochettino that I'm talking about. It's not just Ollie out that I'm talking about. It's everywhere in this goddamn club, man. And hopefully, all I could do is pray, because this club is going downhill. We are mid-table. We won't make the Champions League again next year, so enjoy it while it's here. We're not going to be in a Europa League spot at the moment. We could very, very well finish bottom 10. We could very, very well finish in the bottom half of this league, which is a disgrace. So in the end, that's the game. That's the team. This is Manchester United. This is the team that I support. This is the team that lets us down constantly. This is the team that makes you happy and makes you sad. This is the team that I honestly have had enough of. I'm so sick of this team. I am so sick of this team. So, Harry Maguire, you don't look at social media. I hope you don't watch this video. I hope you don't watch. Honestly, you should watch this video, but I hope you don't. I hope no one from Manchester United sees this video, because at the end of the day, they're trying to block out the negativity. Well, the negativity at the moment is the only thing that can be talked about, because your players, the Manchester United players, have failed to give us positivity in this game. The one game you expected them to give us that positivity, and you didn't do it. So I'm done. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, I'll see you against Everton. Match prediction, match reaction. That game means so much. That game means everything. That's probably the most important game that we're ever going to have in this season. So have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.